While World War I produced many famous heroes, few are as remarkable or as underappreciated as Albert Séverin Roche. Known as the first soldier of France, Roche was a French infantryman whose courage and determination made him a legend on the battlefield. Despite his humble beginnings and unassuming appearance, Roche's daring exploits, tenacity in combat, and unwavering loyalty to his comrades earned him widespread recognition, including the personal admiration of Marshal Ferdinand Foch. This video explores the life, bravery, and enduring legacy of Albert Séverin Roche, shedding light on one of World War I's most extraordinary, yet often overlooked figures. Albert Séverin Roche was born on March 5, 1895, in the small village of Réauville in the Drôme department of southeastern France. The son of a modest farming family, Roche grew up in the rugged countryside, where he developed a strong work ethic and a deep connection to the land. Despite his small stature and thin frame, Roche was known for his boundless energy and determination, traits that would serve him well in the years to come. When World War I broke out in 1914, Roche, like many young Frenchmen, eagerly volunteered to serve his country. However, his initial attempts to join the French army were met with skepticism due to his unimposing physique. Rejected by several units, Roche's persistence finally paid off when he was accepted into the 27th Battalion of Alpine Chasseurs, an elite mountain infantry unit. It was here, among the rugged terrain of the Alps and the brutal conditions of the front lines, that Roche would prove himself to be one of France's most formidable soldiers. Despite being initially underestimated by his superiors and comrades, Albert Séverin Roche quickly distinguished himself in combat. His first major test came during the Battle of the Vosges, where his unit faced fierce German resistance in the mountainous region of northeastern France. It was here that Roche's courage and resourcefulness began to shine. He volunteered for dangerous reconnaissance missions, often slipping behind enemy lines to gather intelligence or capture prisoners. Roche's daring exploits during this period earned him the respect of his fellow soldiers and officers. His ability to navigate treacherous terrain, coupled with his willingness to take on the most perilous tasks, made him an invaluable asset to his unit. Over time, Roche developed a reputation as a master of reconnaissance and sabotage, using his knowledge of the mountains to outmaneuver enemy forces and strike from unexpected angles. One of the most defining moments in Albert Séverin Roche's wartime career occurred in 1915, when he was captured by German forces during a reconnaissance mission. For many soldiers, capture meant the end of their contribution to the war effort. But for Roche, it was merely the beginning of another chapter in his legend. Refusing to accept his fate as a prisoner of war, Roche began planning his escape almost immediately. After several failed attempts, Roche finally succeeded in escaping from captivity, outwitting his captors and making a daring trek across enemy territory to rejoin his unit. His escape was a testament to his resilience and determination, and it only strengthened his resolve to continue fighting. Upon his return, Roche was hailed as a hero, and his exploits became the stuff of legend within the French army. Throughout the war, Roche's ability to operate behind enemy lines became one of his greatest assets. He frequently volunteered for dangerous solo missions, sneaking into enemy trenches to gather intelligence or disable artillery positions. One of his most famous missions took place during the Battle of Verdun in 1916, one of the longest and bloodiest engagements of the war. In the midst of the brutal fighting, Roche infiltrated German lines and single-handedly captured over a dozen enemy soldiers, a feat that earned him widespread admiration. Roche's success in these missions was due in large part to his ability to remain calm under pressure and his keen understanding of enemy tactics. His bravery and skill in combat earned him numerous commendations, including the prestigious Croix de Guerre, one of France's highest military honors. Despite these accolades, Roche remained humble, always attributing his success to his comrades and insisting that he was simply doing his duty. As the war progressed, Albert Séverin Roche continued to demonstrate extraordinary bravery on the front lines. He took part in some of the most significant battles of the conflict, including the Second Battle of the Marne and the final Allied offensives of 1918. During these campaigns, Roche's leadership and combat skills were instrumental in helping to secure key victories for the French army. One of Roche's most celebrated acts of heroism occurred during the Meuse-Argonne offensive, the largest American-led offensive of the war, in which French forces played a crucial supporting role. In a particularly fierce engagement, Roche's unit came under heavy fire and was at risk of being overrun by German forces. In a display of selfless bravery, Roche charged forward to silence a machine gun nest that had pinned down his comrades. Despite being wounded, Roche managed to disable the enemy position and secure the safety of his unit. By the end of the war, Albert Séverin Roche had become one of the most decorated soldiers in the French army. He was credited with capturing over 1,180 enemy soldiers, a staggering achievement that earned him the admiration of both his peers and his superiors. His exceptional service was recognized by Marshal Ferdinand Foch, the Supreme Allied Commander, who famously declared, "Roche is the first soldier of France." In addition to the Croix de Guerre, Roche was awarded the Médaille Militaire and the Legion of Honor, further cementing his status as a national hero. However, despite his numerous honors, Roche remained modest about his achievements. He returned to civilian life after the war, content to live quietly in his home village, where he worked as a farmer. After the war, Albert Séverin Roche largely retreated from public life, preferring the peace and solitude of his rural home in Drôme. He rarely spoke about his wartime experiences, and for many years, his remarkable contributions were largely forgotten by the wider public. However, those who served alongside him never forgot the courage and determination of the first soldier of France. In the years following his death in 1939, efforts were made to ensure that Roche's legacy was not lost to history. Memorials were erected in his honor, and his story was included in several historical accounts of World War I. In recent years, there has been a renewed interest in Roche's life and career, with historians and military enthusiasts alike recognizing him as one of the most remarkable figures of the Great War. Though Albert Séverin Roche may not be as widely known as some of the other heroes of World War I, his legacy endures as a testament to the courage and resilience of the ordinary soldier. Roche's story is a reminder that true heroism often comes not from grand gestures or famous battles, but from the quiet determination and selflessness of those who serve their country without seeking fame or recognition. In his home region of Drôme, Roche is remembered as a local hero, and his legacy continues to inspire new generations of French soldiers. Today, his name is inscribed on war memorials and monuments across France, ensuring that his contributions to the nation will never be forgotten. Albert Séverin Roche's life and career serve as an enduring example of the power of determination, loyalty, and courage. From his humble beginnings as a farmer's son to his extraordinary feats on the battlefields of World War I, Roche's story is one of remarkable bravery and quiet heroism. His legacy, though sometimes overlooked, remains a vital part of France's military history and a source of inspiration for all those who strive to serve their country with honor. Thank you for watching our video on the incredible life of Albert Séverin Roche, the first soldier of France. If you found his story inspiring and want to learn more about other unsung heroes of history, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel, Heroes Historia. We'd love to hear your thoughts on Roche's remarkable journey, so feel free to leave a comment below. Your support helps us bring more fascinating stories to life. Until next time, keep exploring history with Heroes Historia.